Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Today I am not doing my makeup, I am doing a lovely lady called Polly. She's kindly come in to be my model because she's unfortunately lost her hair through cancer. And although she's had all her chemo and she seems to be doing really well, I wanted to do a brow video because I was conscious that the last one didn't show how to do brows. So it's going to be an eye and brow demo. Polly's actually getting married in a couple of months, so I'm going to do a wedding look for her. You can obviously change the colours to whatever you would like them to be and whatever works for you. But yeah, let me get started. Okay, so I've got Polly here now and we've already done the skin, so we're going to start with eyes. I am going to use a little MAC paint pot to start off with. This one is in soft ochre and I'm going to take a little bit out with my brush and then actually use my finger. I've sanitised and used alcohol on my hands, same as the last one, and we've also had our the brushes in a machine that gets rid of all the bacteria, so to make sure everything's really hygienic. If you just close for me. Now you said you get quite oily lids, so I'm going to use a little bit of this just as a base. And I've gone for soft ochre because it's got a slightly more cool undertone, so it's slightly yellower than painterly, but if your skin's got a pinker undertone, then go for painterly. And open for me. I'm going to go in with a little bit of, I think this is vanilla. I'm going to use a little bit of vanilla as a base first. Just close for me. I'm going to pop that all over the eye just to seal that all into place. I'm also going to run it over the brow area because I want it to be very matte there, so that when we draw the brows back in it doesn't just slip with the skin. If that makes sense, you know where the foundation is, it will slip a little bit.
That's the thing about drawing your brows in, you have to be careful, check them every couple of hours to
That they're still there, yeah, exactly.
Especially in the heat.
But you said you found a really good cure for that. What was it?
Yeah, lip coat. So it's amazing. It's only a couple of quid, isn't it?
Yeah. So the product that you normally use to hold your lips in place, pop it over the brows. What a brilliant idea.
It really works as well.
Okay, I'm going to start off with brows first, and I have got this Anastasia kit here, which is fantastic. Anastasia do amazing brow stuff. Inside you get the wax, you get a eyebrow, 2 different colours, because normally you need 2 colours in the brows, and you also get a highlighter. Also with that you get a brush and you get lots of little brow shapes. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. So you can change your brow shape. So if you had really thick brows, then you can use that one. We've gone for petite, and I'm actually going to use MAC Omega Eyeshadow. And I think this is a 263 brush. So I'm going to place that on here. Now you have a slight bit of brow still there, so I know that that's where I want to use it. And I'm just going to remember the brow should be in line with the nose and then in line with the eye. So you can use a brush to see where it starts and a brush to see where it ends. So that's about right. So I'm going to draw that on. And then you can take it off. You can see the little gap where the join of it is. I'm just going to fill that in. It just gives a really nice shape. Let me have a look in front. Lovely. I'm actually going to go over it with a little bit of pencil. I'm going to combine the 2 pencils together to draw some brow strokes in. So this one is still an Anastasia pencil, and this one is in blonde, ash blonde. Doesn't show up too much. Let's try the one darker. Oh, that's better. Really, really softly.
What colour is that one?
This one is brunette. And it really softly just creates a bit of texture. Because I think that's the thing that you lose, a little bit of almost that the hairs are there.
Yeah.
And then exactly the same the other side, you're just going to flip it over so it faces that way now. This is the tricky bit, you have to check they're in line.
That's happened a few times.
Yeah, that's the bit that's the struggle, but at least you've got the front of your brows, so we can see. And we'll check there.
Yeah, they've never actually gone, I've always had that bit at the front.
Oh, that's, at least you've got a guide.
Yeah.
Let me just see. So you should always do this in front of a mirror, and it's easier to do it on yourself. I haven't got a mirror in front of me, so I'm kind of just working it out. And to be fair, nobody's face is exactly symmetrical anyway. It's actually good. I've just noticed on the actual piece of plastic it has the lines as to where it should be. So that bit should be at the front in line with your eye, which is very clever. Well, they look great. I'm going to use the stencil over the top.
They could be the wedding brows.
I think they're the wedding brows. I'm going to give you that. Don't let me forget. I'll leave it there so you can take it with you. And then just softly draw that in. What I'm doing is I'm starting from the bottom of the brow and flicking upwards. So it's fading out a bit. Do you know how people brush their brows up?
Yeah.
So it looks like that. Okay? So pushing it on the bottom and then flicking up. They look great. So easy as well. That makes your life easier, doesn't it? Right, okay, let's do some eyeshadow. I am going to use the colours that I had on my wedding day. So I'm going to use MAC Patina, and then I'm going to add a little bit of Mulch, which is the darker brown, and then I'm going to use a slightly blacker through the lash line. You just close for me. So this is just with a 217. So all over with a 217, slightly pulling it out at the sides. I'm then going to take a 239, which I think this one is, and a little bit of Mulch. And this is going to go on the outer corner through the lash line. So just run it along the lash line. Now by the time you get married, you'll be able to wear false lashes, won't you?
Yeah.
So that's very exciting.
Nice to have full eyelashes again.
Yes, and full brows.
Full brows.
So I'm just taking my 217 just to blend that. Lovely. I am then going to run a little bit of Black Tide, which is this one here. Got it on my hands as well. I'm going to take that along the lash line and then use it quite soft. If you just close for me, lovely. Now, having lost quite a lot of the of your eyelashes, I'm using a darker colour through the lash line just to emphasise that lash line and make it stand out a little bit more. If you just open for me and look down in this way, just get some more. And look down in this way, lovely. And open for me. And close again, and I'm just going to pull it up slightly. So I'm using the angle brush just to blend that a little bit itself. You ready for me? Lovely. I'm going to use a skinny lash mascara, a skinny brush mascara from Eyeko. And I've just opened this one. You can see the box. And I'm going to let you keep this one because I want to use it from the wand because it really gives maximum lashes. Just look down for me. You probably want waterproof for your wedding day. Yeah. Actually, this one's really good because it's a tubing one, so you have to use hot water to get it off.
Okay.
And it honestly builds the lashes so much. For me. See, look how many lashes you've got already. And that's just like a couple of coats.
Do you see what I mean though, how they're
a little bit sparser, but I'm just going to run a little bit of black through the lash line, which will really make them look a lot fuller. So really coat that up. Lovely. And then
I can see it now. It looks good.
It's so good. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the black. And I'm just going to, if you look down for me, just going to run that really close along the lash line. Sometimes when you've got the mascara on, you can see how close you can get with it, whereas you couldn't before. Yeah. I'm going to use a Glimmerstick liner from Avon. This one is in Blackest of Black. And what I want you to do is look down for me. I'm going to put it on the inside of your eye. So if you look right down, if you can, it's going to go just along there. I love these pencils, they're amazing. And close for me. And the great thing about them is because they're slightly water resistant, they shouldn't transfer too much, so there's none on the bottom eye. So, and they come in loads of colours. So a little bit more mulch just through the corner to give a bit of depth. Okay, so this is black tied again, just along the lash line. And then really softly blended through with a 217. Open for me. Lovely. You've got beautiful, beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
And close for me. So you're getting married in how long?
About 2 months. Yay. End of May.
And close for me. And you got diagnosed with cancer just
July last year. So
you had already planned the wedding and everything like that?
We talked about cancelling it, but decided not to.
Need something to give you motivation to get to. And you've had all your chemo now?
Yeah, I had my last one 3 weeks ago, hopefully. Just got to wait for scans and results.
Amazing. And your hair's growing back nice, but you're going to have a wig on your wedding day?
Yeah, I'll keep my wig on.
We'll put the wig on at the end so people can see.
I'm not brave enough to rock the pixie crop just yet.
It looks amazing on you. But it's kind of difficult when it's first growing back because you can't do anything with it.
No.
And I think that's the thing, you know, celebrities have theirs cut into the crop because they can style it and they can dye it and they can do all these things.
You can't dye it for 6 months.
Yeah. And that's the hard bit, isn't it? Okay, let's go in with the black under the eye. If you look down for me. I'm getting it so close to the lashes because the lashes are so fine and there's not many at the root of the eye. You have to get it really, really, really close. So actually, it is easier to do it before the mascara's on, but I wasn't sure how much we needed. So, see, that's already made your lashes look fuller. So if you have no lashes, you still can do that and it will make them look fuller. Just look down for me. I'm going to go a little bit underneath the eye as well. So I'm going to use a little tiny bit of Mulch and a tiny bit of Patina on the same brush as I used before. If you look right up for me, I'm going to run that really softly under the eye. Just to add a tiny bit of depth. Lovely. And then, do you normally put mascara on your bottom lashes?
Sometimes.
And then a small amount of black tide under the eye as well, just to thicken that. Now you didn't lose any bottom lashes, did you?
No.
So I will put a little bit on there.
A bit strange, but no.
Bit of mascara on the bottom lashes as well, if you can look up for me. Now on the cheeks we've already put, we've used Chanel foundation, we've then used a little bit of Laura Mercier powder, some Harmony blush and a tiny bit of Smashbox blusher on the apples of the cheeks, and this one is in Pose. Blush Rush is in Pose. Okay, so I don't think too much more needs to be done, just a nice colour for the lips, so let me choose one. Okay, we're going to move on to the lip, and I have got a Collections 2000 lip liner, which I'm going to, it's just been sharpened and cleaned. I'm going to just shape Polly's lips, which are amazing anyway, so nice and full, but they get really dry, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, just to give it a bit of colour, and you said you're more pink than coral.
Yep.
So I've gone for, again, a 06, this is a Clinique Chubby stick, and this one's in Whopping Watermelon. And this is nice because when you go to kiss the groom or your husband, then it's not too sticky. You can have this as well, that's really pretty as well. It's not as heavy as a lipstick, but it's not, and not as dry. It's also doesn't transfer too much. But you can also put your 8-hour cream over that if you want to, and the colour will still come through. Okay, so now we have the finished look. I think the brows are enough, and we've got your wig back on, and this is from Trendco, and it's the one that you're going to wear on your wedding day. So obviously it will be more groomed.
A bit styled.
Yeah, but you were just saying you don't like it too perfect.
No, I don't like it to. Your hair's never normally perfect.
Exactly. So there we have the finished look. Thank you very much for coming along. I'm going to sort you out some products to take away with you so that you can recreate it on your wedding day, or your makeup artist can, or you know, similar anyway, or whatever she wants to do with it. So thank you so much, and I hope this has been helpful to show you how to draw on the brows and to do the eyes if you haven't got many lashes or if you've got no lashes, because that was the main aim of the video. So hopefully it's been helpful, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Lovely.